position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Longhorns about to kick it away and get this season started. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cougars offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
And they fail to hook up on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
So the Texas Longhorns offense will get the ball for the first time. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments. It is so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's talk for a second about Houston. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us.
Hauls it in the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Cougars are on the move. Give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Houston wants to play fast.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Quick completion to the right. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He'll do it himself. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grab behind the line. It's O'Leary. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to surge it in. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Makes the quick grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Wide open downfield. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his man. It's Adams. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive. Turning it on! Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Houston going up tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down and DKR. Quick release on the RPO. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The Cougars look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quick strike complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Adams.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies.
Makes a catch at the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cougars!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Wants to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finds his man down the middle. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Houston wants to play fast. Caught in the backfield, it's O'Leary. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Now the play fake. And they can't make the connection on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Snagged out of the air. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out quickly. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a grab down the middle. Touchdown, Longhorns! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Got enough for the first. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. To the air on first down. It's complete on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at DKR.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football problem out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Here comes the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play.
Illegal block on the back. Return team.
A huge play is coming back because of the penalty. Of course, the defense says you wouldn't have got the huge play without committing the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They've got the screen set up. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Breaks into the open. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And he's got enough for the first down, and it'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Going the other way, and he's got room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 21 to Buffalo. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
To the wideout. Pickup of 14.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football. The receiver, that's a good play by the defensive back.
They'll immediately call timeout. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about
Catch inside the 30 and still running. All kinds of room to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Working the middle. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Cougars will hustle to the line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Open field on the right. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Bitterly disappointing start to the season as they can't come up with a W and open 0-1.
There's still so much room to improve for this football team. I know this is not